Justin, what are your thoughts on chocolate covered pretzels?
I don't know. It's like you have to be in the mood for them, you know.
Do you like
Sure.
white chocolate or dark or milk chocolate?
I like I'll dabble some milk chocolate, but the white chocolate I'll have like a couple. So it's like if there's both, I'll have a couple regular. I'll have like one or two whites, and then I'll go back to the browns.
Um,
Change it up.
what are your thoughts on dark chocolate?
Oh, dark chocolate, like so too bitter for me.
I agree. I got sick one time. Got a headache from dark chocolate. I mean,
What
like
dark
some, once in
do
a
you eat?
while. What?
What dark chocolate do you eat?
Not much at all.
Because
But
like my girlfriend bought dark chocolate once, and it was just sitting there, and I was drinking coffee, and I'm like, oh, I could eat this dark chocolate. It tastes a little sweeter. It was all right.
the only dark chocolate I'm able to eat is like the Hershey's. You know, like the Hershey's when they come like the individually wrapped like little
Yeah,
mini
yeah. But that's not like
pieces.
real dark chocolate. That's like dark chocolate like loaded with sugar.
Exactly. So that's why it's like, that's the
But
only
dark
one I can have.
chocolate is like actual cocoa. Like that's the closest thing. Like chocolate's not sweet. It's like
Hmm.
bitter.
That's why it's like, if chocolate ever goes away, like I heard that the cocoa bean is going extinct. So, but nowadays all chocolate is kind of like, free from.
Simulated milk. It's
Yeah.
fake.
So it's not like real and it's just the flavor. So we're going to be, eating fake milk or whatever,
We've
milk
been eating
mixture.
fake chocolate forever.
I mean, it's been crazy just in general, like the past couple months because everything
They
is kind of like you're limited to a certain amount of things, whether it goes to toilet paper, paper towel,
really?
food.
They have a limit still?
No, I'm saying like you're like they're only at one point they were only printing certain things and everybody was going crazy. Now I feel like toilet paper has kind of made its way
It's
back.
at the store for us. It's like a surplus. It's like when you walk in the door, they're giving toilet paper away. It's so cheap. Like it's like one third of the price that they had it before. Like they probably made so much money that
Hmm.
now they're just giving it away.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
hand sanitizer, I can't walk in an aisle where I don't see hand sanitizer like at the end of the aisle, like just like, oh, here you go. It's
one
super cheap.
thing
Buy.
the one thing that I've not been able to find on that basis is Clorox wipes.
Yeah, the wipes. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If you go on Amazon and if they ever have like a not a pre-order, but like if you could like order it and like it'll come to you when it ships. That's what I
Hmm.
did because I remember I ordered it once and I was like, oh, we'll ship it in 2 months. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I have enough wipes to last me. And then like 2 weeks later, it's like, oh, your order has been shipped. I'm like, huh? It
Do you
doesn't make sense.
remember Revolution? That happened this year.
Oh, I feel like we
Like
we talk about Revolution so much we burned it into the ground.
I'm just like I was trying to think of like certain things like that's
We've
happened
talked
this
about
year.
the trip you're supposed to come here, burned into the ground. We talked about Revolution, that's burned like we like rode that train to death.
Hmm. I
Um,
mean,
the joke is, I don't know if we talked about this. We probably have mentioned it that the original plan was you to come in June or July or even
yeah.
SummerSlam weekend,
Hmm.
watch some baseball, watch some SummerSlam, watch some NXT, do the same thing. You just wouldn't have basketball and hockey.
I mean, what like can you think of anything that's happened like this year? Because like once in a while, I'll just think of something. I'll be like, yeah, that happened this year. Like, you know what I mean? It's just everything feels like so long. I don't even know what month it is anymore. Like we're in like this,
We've been at home for 5 months, um, still not working. So I have not worked for coming up 5 months. It's like 150 episodes we've done of this. So,
hmm.
give or take the couple days.
Do you
Uh,
know what
when
you're
we started
doing?
this and you thought, well, this was going to end in like a couple weeks, and like, what's going to happen in 2 months when we stop this, or a month when we stop this? Like, I don't know. I even my friends when I told people I was doing this, like, oh, what are you going to do when it ends? I'm like, I don't think it's going to end, and I'm only doing this up until when it gets back to like somewhat normal, and we're not even close. The border's still closed. I can't even fly there. You can't fly here.
Hmm. And I
AEW
mean,
selling tickets to shows.
yeah. I don't. What do you feel about that?
I don't know. The way the seating chart is, it's pretty separate.
I I'm out on it until maybe like in like come back to me in like 2 or 3 months when you know, everything is fine. When there's zero cases that come out of it, then I think I'll feel better about it. Right now, I feel like it's too early. And you know what I also think right now? I think
Dude,
Vince,
Florida's the test subject of the world.
I know. I think Vince is looking at this right now and he's like, like he's big mad. He just
Oh yeah.
spent like
Oh
four
yeah.
hundred
He's fucking
thousand
hot.
dollars.
Especially SummerSlam this weekend, which we'll talk about in a couple of days. Yeah, he's hot.
Big time mad.
Especially
So,
as that damn Anway center that he rented out for 2 months.
hmm
But they had an agreement where they can't allow fans in, I think. That's what I read.
I mean, it makes sense, you know? Like I don't understand like just everything just needs to just it's just I don't even know, you know? Like we're all screwed. Like why are we rushing things?
So if AEW, I don't know, well, I doubt they would go to Chicago because they're not going to run in Chicago for all Ut. But what hypothetically, they ran and they said,
I,
"Hey, limited tickets, would you go?"
I don't know. I mean, it would depend on when it was.
No,
Um,
next week, next Saturday,
Next
not
Saturday
next Saturday, Saturday after. The 5th.
for All Out. Like if they said, "Hey, All Out is going to be in Chicago," well, first off, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, yeah,
Second,
we're talking hypothetical though. They go to the Sears Center and they open up shop and they're like, "Hey, we're doing limited seats. Would you go or attempt to go?" Because
I
they'd probably sell
think,
out.
I think. Well, can I be honest?
Uh-huh.
I when it comes to stuff like that, like it's not going to be the same. Like
That's true.
I care about wrestling, but if there's no like going to All Out like it'd be great, but like if I can't have like the experience with like everybody the entire weekend, then what's the point? Like last year, I'll be honest, couldn't care 1 ounce about the show. I did care about the show as it was going on because it was a lot of fun and it was like that ladder match was incredible, and we saw the first ever AEW champion crowned. But to me, that was not about the show. That was about the weekend. So I don't care about the wrestling. I care about what wrestling gives us. You know what I mean?
That would have been the show. That would have been the best AEW show if we had Moxley versus Omega on that show.
Oh, I know.
Like that was the one thing missing on that show. We had Pac and Omega, but we needed Mox Omega to put over that show.
Pac and Omega that ended in him going to sleep. You know what I mean?
I know it was just like what, but they built up Pac for a little
So
bit. But
no, but I mean, like I would think about it. I had to think about it because I was going to, before they closed up everything again in Chicago, I was going to go to a bar to watch the first Hawks game. So to, like as it was getting close, I was like, is this even right? Like why am I going to do this? And then it got canceled, so, you
that's
know.
crazy how you guys have opened stuff up and closed. We're opening stuff. We did phase three, I think like I want to say 3 or 4 weeks ago now, and it's been somewhat fine. Nothing has really spiked. It's kind of just, I guess, flatlined, like
Because you
just
guys are smart
sideways stream.
and people here are so eager to get everything opened again. And if you just like just stop, just don't do anything. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we figured out a way to work from home in cases or like go, a way for the stores to operate, a way for the businesses to operate. Why are you pushing to go outside and go to the beach or go to a restaurant and like sit with a bunch of people? Like, what are we doing here? Like, it just
We have that.
look
We
at
have
what
that
you
all.
guys are doing, even.
You could do that.
You what?
We have that all here.
I'm
And
that's what I'm saying. Like, here, everyone's like, oh my God, I gotta go outside. I gotta go, on vacation. Like, this,
oh,
like, when I was working, I don't know if I told this to you. When I was
oh, you
working,
told me this. I don't know if you said this to like out here,
this dude that sat like the cube next to me, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to where did he go? Like
Jamaica.
for Jamaica. He went to Jamaica or something. Like he got on a plane. He deliberately got on a plane with his wife. They flew to Florida, Miami to be exact. They then took a plane to another country to have their wedding anniversary thing that they do every year, because he was talking about how he everyone knows him now because they go there all the time every year. And it's like, this idiot is like, yeah, I'm just gonna go. So then I talked to the people, like, the other people at the company. I was like, so we're just like okay with this, like he's just leaving the country, going to Florida, leaving the country, and he's gonna be back in a week. Like, you know what I mean?
He didn't
Like,
even quarantine. Remember that? That was like the big,
he
even
did
bigger
one
thing.
week. He stayed home for 1 week, and then he came back, and I was like, I have no control here. I'm gonna get this stupid thing because of you. Like, it's frustrating, and I obviously, everybody has, like, has lost something because of this, whether it be, you know. Like a family member due to the actual virus, or a trip they had planned, or a concert they were going to go to, or an event they were going to go to. Everybody has lost something as, pertains
Major
to this.
and major and minor things.
Yeah. So, you know what? Just relax, okay? Like, for once, everyone's saying stay in your house, don't go anywhere. And I know it's crazy. Like, go walk your dog, go on a bike ride, like, go do something that doesn't involve other people. So, you know, that's my
I mean,
preach.
like, compared to you guys, we have pretty good right now.
I know. Like, you guys,
Like
they,
for a month, I've gone to the gym every day. They limit the amount of people. They open it for an hour and they close it for half an hour. And
mhm.
everyone hand sanitizer wipes down all the machines. There's people wiping down, like literally it's like there's someone going around constantly wiping down stuff. Um, I've gone to eat on a patio and it just seems fine. I even gone to a movie with they only allow I think it was 10, I think it was 20 people and they separate everybody. You can only sit in twos.
Hmm.
And there's literally no one in your circle. Like if you look around you, there's like no one around you. Feels like, and it's just been like, oh, okay,
Huh.
nothing's happened to me, which is lucky. But like I've done those things, and I'm just like, it seems fine. But I
So,
wear my mask and I just do the thing they just tell me to do. I'm like,
have
all
you
right,
heard anything about, like, the schools in the area?
yeah, they're opening up schools. That might be the thing that spikes everything.
Yeah.
They're gonna open up schools in a month for everyone. I think in high school they have like you're going 3 days a week, but you do have the option to stay at home and just do online school.
Mm-hmm.
And elementary school, which is like 1 to 8 or kindergarten to 8, I think when you're grade 4 and up, you have to wear a mask, but if you're under, you can't. When they're limiting the size of the classes, I don't know. It's going to be
Hmm.
chaos. The real
Yeah.
chaos is going to happen in a month. We're in the calm before the storm, essentially. I think.
Yeah, I think we'll hear in like a month that they close up all the schools again, and then it's like, can we just, like, just don't, like, why? Like, they say, oh, we're taking precautions. You have to get checked every single day. You have to do this. You have to do that. Blah blah blah. But, like, just let them do online. Like, you know what I mean? Like, universities, you guys are garbage because, like, you love stealing money from kids. Like, why are you gonna put those kids in danger? I
Oh,
will say,
universities are open right now for you guys? Because for
um,
us, I think they're online still.
so they are going to be, back. I know my school is. Um, they are only going to be in school until Thanksgiving. So you go home for Thanksgiving, you don't come back till February. And then, like, I don't I don't know why the schools that are so worried about this, that, and the other, then just close it. You know what I mean? Like, just don't. I don't know, dude. Like, there's nothing. I don't know. It is what
We
it
live
is.
in weird times.
Yeah. I don't know. But as we're wrapping up here,
5 months in, did you
yeah.
expect this to be like this, or when did you expect like this is gonna be like this for a while? Because I feel like it was month 3 for me, like around
Um.
June.
Okay. So I remember a time in February, March, where we were going to the store without a mask, and I was like, you know what? As long as I don't touch anything, I'm okay. And then, like, I was kind of like in and out on this thing, and then at one point I was just like, we're all dead. Like we're all gonna get this disease that nobody knows about, and it's like killing everybody. So we're screwed. Like we're like this is it. Like this is over. And then the tournament started, and I started to play some of the conference championship games for basketball. And the day that they stopped that and they said, "All right, it's over," I was like, "All right, you know what, coronavirus? Like, you win. Like, I'll wear my mask. I'll take all the precautions. Like, if you take away I've said this multiple times. Once you take away my tournament that Kansas was supposed to win, they were going to be number one going into it. They were going to be number one coming out of it. This was the year Azubuike was going to, take them to the next level. Devon Dotson, who is now going to be two people in the NBA draft, might be going to. I could see, Udoka Azubuike in a Raptors jersey. I don't know, but like, here's the thing. Once they took away the tournament from me, I was like, all right, well, we're in here for the long haul. And then I thought maybe in July things would get better, but they opened up everything in May. So because you opened up everything in May, now we got to push it back because now we got to go back inside. If we would have stayed inside and everything would have been the same from March until like August, I think we would be going back to normal here. You know
Should
what I
look
mean?
at our playbook, dude. Because when I remember when I you guys said you were in phase three going to phase four, and I was like, we're not even in phase two yet.
Yeah. So I don't know what to say. Kansas got screwed out of their championship. The Hawks got screwed out of nothing because I mean they benefited from the thing. So you know, it is what it is. And now sports cards are ridiculous. People are going crazy. I'm like tired of that now. It's everyone's losing stuff, and now we're watching Lamelo Ball highlights on ESPN. So, what does the world come to? I don't know. That's it for this one. We'll
And we'll
talk.
be back on the next one, and we'll do a recap in 6 months,
Yes, in 6 months or for the sixth month.
probably for the 6 month.
Okay, that's it. Talk to you in the next one.